Hi, my name's Michael Foldy and I have the privilege of running Kenshi life-changing candles and diffusers every day. I'm much better known as the Candle Boy's father because it was my son Liam who started Kenshi back in when he was in year 9 and just 14 years old, and here we are 6.5 years later and now funding over 2 tons a month of pasta and rice thanks to these amazing candles and diffusers. Today we're just in the candle making room and we're going to show you the different stand options that you can consider for when putting into your retail space. We just want to thank you so much for supporting Kenshi. We're a social enterprise, and every time someone buys a candle or diffuser, it's not only providing employment for Chin refugees from Myanmar, but also funding a pack of pasta / rice to different food charities here in Australia and also back in Myanmar. So the first option for stands is what we call our option A, and it's where we have 4 of our stands at the low size. So you can see here with these 4 stands we have 8 fragrances and there's 1 fragrance on each shelf. So this gives you the best possible coverage. It's got 8 diffusers for each shelf, 10 of the mid-size candles, and also 8 of the large candles, and gives you enough room to have a sample of the candle and also the actual diffuser. So this setup gives you amazing fragrance in your retail space, and your customers will really notice it and ask questions and be amazed by the story. To fit this, you need it to be just over 2 meters wide, 208 centimeters, and only 42 centimeters deep. Or we'll reconfigure this and you can have it back to back, so then it is only 104 centimeters wide and just 84 centimeters deep. So we'll get a photo of that now and then we'll get the other options. Here's the option A where it's back to back. So you can see if you've got a big enough open space, it's a fantastic way to display them. It's got the story on the side. Make sure you have our DL stories that tell the whole Kenshi story, and then also there's the other side, so you can see customers really notice life-changing candles, and they can get access to all the fragrances. Then just while we're talking about it, this is one of the most popular ongoing offers that a lot of our customers have, where you buy 2 large candles or 1 large candle and a diffuser, and the customer receives a free mid-size candle. So just contact us about how that promotion works, but it really helps people buy more than 1 at a time, and funds a lot more food. And that's just the side option there, so you can see how good it looks. Okay, so this is the option B for the stands. So we still get 2 stands, and one of them is what we call our multi-product stand. This comes tall, so it's about 1.9 meters tall. Or what you saw from option A was just the bottom half of it. So this is where this can actually be 2 halves. So if you don't want to have a tall stand, you can literally just have this sitting next to it and still have the same configuration. It works really well. So here, this is where you can have 4 of each diffuser. So there's the 8 fragrances, and then 8 of each of the mid-sized candles. Here, 5 here, and then 1 up here. We have our pack of 4 mini candles that go nicely there. And then we suggest having open diffusers. So make sure you pour the liquid in and change the sticks every 4 or 5 days, because it emits an amazing fragrance and your customers will flock to it and love it. And then here we just put in sample, these are just empty boxes. So you just put them up there. So that's half of option B, and then the other one is what we just call our large candle stand. So this takes the large candles, 5 of each, the 8 fragrances, so you can see 4 and 4, and we put the extra one here. So these ones here, caramel and sage, all there, and then just the 8 samples. So if you have them next to each other, then people can easily smell all the different fragrances and then choose whether they're going to get a diffuser, a mid-size, or a large candle, and the measurements of those we'll put on the screen. So it's only, well, that one's only 42 centimeters deep and 52 wide, and this one's just a few centimeters different, so it's in pretty tight space. And here we are, this is option C, where you're tight for space and you just have one multi-product stand. So you can have it, as we showed it before, in full height, and or you can split it in two and just have the bottom half, which would look something like that, and then the top half. So it's still nice and low then, but this is only 52 centimeters wide and 40 centimeters deep. So really easy to fit into a tight space, especially if you have a wall to put it on. And the compromise with having just the one stand is that you have just 5 fragrances in the diffusers. So you have 4 of each diffuser, and with the large candles, you have 2 full shells of those. So that means you can have all 8 fragrances in the large candles and 6 of each. So they go all the way back. And then with the mid-size, you have the same 5 fragrances as the diffusers. So you just have them, and these are 4 deep as well. So you can easily have 20 of those. And then you don't have to have the samples out of the candles. You can if you want. Then, like we talked about before, definitely have the diffusers with oil in them, so that it really emits an enormous amount of fragrance and people can come and smell that. And the top shelf, in this case, we just put the pack of 4 mini candles. But it's just a really great use of space. People still see, the message of life-changing candles and diffusers. And if you've got a side view, they look great on the side, and it'll really get people's attention. So if you've just tight for space, this is the option.